Hello guys, it's Akakwa here and welcome to another video. So in this video we are going to do a 4 months later review of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. We're going to see if it's still what's happening. Yo,
is he? Okay, looks like he's gone. Hi, my name is Desmond, hijacking the channel for today. If you want your beloved rig back, you're gonna have to like this video as much as you can, share it, get those views up. That is my ransom. Anyway, whilst I still have your attention, today is going to be a Galaxy Note 10 Plus review. After a couple of months of use, going to show you what I like about the device, what I don't like, and if it's generally a good idea for you to get it. So stay tuned. Right off the bat, let's talk about build quality. Samsung chose an aluminum frame here, sandwiched by glass. While this takes away some points for durability, it manages to keep the device lightweight, a necessity in my opinion for such a large device. And speaking of large, remember when we considered 5-inch phones behemoths? Well, this comes in at a whopping 6.8 inches. But boy, does Samsung make good use of every inch. With a screen to body ratio of 91.6, this is truly an edge-to-edge display. The curved sides and the sharp edges, oof. Watching content slid up the screen is a joy to behold. Arguably the best looking display in any smartphone, falling short only by its refresh rate. Out of the box, you get to choose a screen resolution of up to 3040 by 1440. You can also pick between a natural and vivid screen mode. Icons pop, images are crisp, and it's currently the only device to support HDR10 Plus, and that's impressive. Good luck finding HDR10 Plus content though. The most obvious thing on the screen here is the hole punch. While it may take some getting used to, it definitely is easy to get over. As I find it's not much of an obstruction, watching content is more seamless than ever. It is not all perfect though. The size of the Note 10 Plus is both a strength and a weakness in my view, in the sense that it can get quite cumbersome to handle, forcing me to have to rebalance the phone in my hand anytime I wish to reach for the notification shade. This was easily remedied in the previous notes by allowing you to swipe down using the fingerprint sensor. Which brings me on to my next gripe, the fingerprint sensor. Yes, the ultrasonic is cool and all, but it doesn't take much use before you start to miss having an optical sensor. In my experience, it's been hit or miss mostly and not nearly as fast. Another thing I would like to point out is the absence of a notification LED. Another one of those things you never know how much you'd miss until you no longer have. Oh well, I guess it's a price to pay for an all-screen device. Now, Samsung's One UI is a big step in the right direction. It may not have the overall snappiness of stock Android, but thankfully, the beefy specs on the Note 10 Plus more than compensates for this, leaving all but the most finicky of users impressed. It also packs some very intuitive features that overall improve the user experience. One UI has improved upon a lot, and I mean a lot, of TouchWiz's shortcomings, a very welcome refresh to the Samsung experience. Shipping with a Snapdragon 855 and an eye-watering 12GB of RAM, the Galaxy Note 10 Plus is one hell of a performer. Navigating the device and switching apps is buttery smooth. Generally, I feel smartphones have gotten so much better these days, and for the average user, most current devices should meet your everyday needs. But make no mistake, the Note 10 Plus does provide noticeable performance gains over most. Also, the good thing about having all that RAM is that it can keep a lot more apps in memory, which overall does improve your experience. Last year, with the release of the Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus, Samsung stepped up the camera game by introducing a wide-angle lens and a dedicated night mode among other things. The Note series do enjoy these features as well, with the addition of a time-of-flight sensor for the Note 10 Plus. The camera quality is as to be expected from flagship Samsungs, however, punchy and a tad oversaturated, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's right up there with the Google Pixels and the iPhones. This is by a bit of a margin the largest battery we've had in the Note series, coming in at 4,300 milliamp hours, much larger than the 3,500 found in the smaller Note 10, arguably due to the bigger display and higher screen resolution. Nonetheless, you manage to squeeze out at least 5 to 6 hours screen on time with mid to heavy use. Now, say what you want about the stylus, but I still believe it's a neat and always welcome addition to the Note lineup. And this year, Samsung has taken it up a notch by adding gesture support. You can now control some apps by flicking, clicking, and swirling the S Pen. 8 out of 10 times, it's gimmicky at best, but I am not going to lie, there are some specific instances where I do find myself being thankful for them. AR Emoji, AR Emoji is Samsung's desperate attempt to combat Apple's Animoji. I've tried it and well, hats off to Samsung for trying to not let its users feel left out, but it's a laughable attempt at best. There's just something so eerie about AR Emoji. Whether it's the not so perfect tracking or the fact that it seems unusually difficult to get their mouths wide open, making speech tracking nearly impossible. It has certainly gotten better, but it's still a ways away. Samsung has a way of pumping your device chock full of features till you eventually find one that is useful. DeX is yet another one of Samsung's features. DeX allows you to use your phone as if it were a desktop. Not everyone should see a need for it, but it's a really intuitive feature, especially for someone who does a lot of data transfer to and from a PC or Mac. Formerly requiring a dock to function, Samsung DeX now only needs a Type-C cable. Just hook it up to your computer, select DeX, install the client, and you're good to go. So overall, I am really impressed with the Samsung Note 10 Plus. To be honest, my very first impressions on its announcement weren't so positive. I was still kind of hung up on the loss of the 3.5mm jack. I thought I could never live without it, and even though I still look back fondly at my Note 8 and still haven't been able to use that on that, I guess it really is time to move on. And among other things, it does make up for losing the jack by providing you with great features, great specs, a good camera, a beautiful device. And I have to say, if it's within your ballpark, if it's within your margin of expenses, go get it, okay? It's a good one. Alright, thank you very much for sticking around for this video. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, watch it again till you like it and then give us a thumbs up. My name is Desmond. If you want to see more of me on the channel, kindly leave a comment and let us know, and catch you later.